Good morning. Day 3. Big day. It's a big, big day. It's a big day. Good morning, good morning. So I just want to check in on one important thing, which is, with total respect and context of existential risk, which is certainly important. But do you like my glasses? KK picked them, right? We had a big fight about them. I like the other ones better. But she said, you've got to wear these today. And she said, you can't wear a black shirt because this is like a good day. It's like a hope day. So she said I had to wear a white shirt. But I don't like wearing a white shirt. I like a black shirt. But I'm wearing a white shirt. So just get show of hands. Glasses. They okay? Us okay? Okay, thank God. God, right? We got to handle the big shit. Let's go. Good morning. I want to take a little time. Let's put it on. Maybe a little louder. Start from the beginning. Start from the beginning. Start from the list. That's where we're going to do this right, from the top. Good morning. Prayer. Got to take a little time. Begin some volume, Krista. A little more. It's okay. Can't stop now. Give us some volume. To change this lonely night. Let's lift it up.
Like love has finally found me. In my life, there's been heartache and pain. I don't know if I can face it again. I can't stop now. I've traveled so far to change this lonely life. I want you to show me. I want to feel what love is.
I want you to show me. I want you to show me. Woo!
I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. I want to feel what love is. I know you
So hold the energy, hold the energy, hold the energy. David, stay with me. So my teacher, right, said to me, right, many years ago, that when you pray, you got to lay your life down on it. And prayer is not prayer to a cosmic vending machine God that we put in a quarter. Prayer is to actually enter the field of the intimate universe, right, for the very first time, and to let it move through you. So we're going to run that again. Okay, but this time we're not going to do it on like slight automatic. Okay, let's actually find it. Take responsibility for my own arousal. You know, when I was in Dharamsala, I told you a little bit about that story, and, you know, I thought, wow, you know, let's really pray. So the day before I was going to meet the Dalai, you know, we had met at Castel Gandolfo at the Pope's summer residence. I was going to meet him for this day. You know, he sent me a note through Achuk Rinpoche, you know, that there was a place where there was a kind of these monks that got together, were the monks that chose the next Dalai Lama, and that was an interesting place to go. We would talk about it. So I went, and there's about 15 old monks, and it was pretty much like my childhood, right? 15 old Orthodox Jewish men getting together, mostly gossiping, right? Doing a little meditation here and there, right? You know, but basically, right? It's like, whoa, right? Right? And we got together and we talked about it, and we said, wow. Right? And this was his joke to me, right? It was his little joke. He says, like, we got the same problem. Right? And prayer is a big deal. Right? To pray, you have to be willing to literally risk your life. Right? And like total respect. None of us risked our lives here. So let's try it again. And when I want to know what love is, means I fucking want to know what love is. Right? I'm willing to lay it down, right, all the way, as if I was about to die, and this is the last moment I had, right, to open the gates of heaven. So David, play it again for us, and let's do this prayer, and let's take it like all the way and find the exact right volume, and let's open it up. If we do nothing else together, if we stop after this prayer, we're good. Right, the day's done. We're over, okay? I want to know what love is. Let's go. Phones disappear. I want to know what love is. Let's follow the words. Good morning. Good morning. Day 3, good morning. Take a little time. A little time to think things over.
A little time to think things over.
I better read between the lines.
I better read between the lines.
In case I need it.
In case I need it when I'm older.
And that's probably today. Yes! Open her up all the way!
Now this mountain I must climb.
Mountain I must climb.
Feels like the world upon my shoulder. Through the clouds I see love shine.
It keeps me warm.
It keeps me warm as life grows colder.
In my life.
In my life.
There's been heartache and pain.
There's been heartache.
I fucking don't know
I don't know
if I can bear it.
face it again.
Can't stop now.
Can't stop now.
Fuck it open!
Traveled so
Woo!
to change this life.
Woo!
I wanna know what love is.
I want you to show me.
Woo!
Woo!
I wanna feel what love is.
I want to feel what love is. I want you to show me.
I
want
know
you.
you can show
I want
me.
you to show me, and you to show me, and you to show me. Yes! Woo! Yes.
I'm gonna take a little time.
Take a little time.
A little time to look around me.
Look around this room. Let's fuck it open. Nowhere left to hide.
It looks like love has finally found
Love has
me.
finally found me.
In my
There's been heartache and pain.
There's been heartache and
I
I fucking don't know. You can't stop now. We've traveled too far. Yes! Woo! Woo! Yes! I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. Woo! I want to feel what love is. I want to feel what love is. I know you can show me. Woo! Yeah! Woo! I want to know what love is. Yeah! Yeah! I want you to show me. Yes! Yes! I want to feel what love is. Yes! I want you to you. Woo! I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. So much love. So much love. It's true. I want you to show me. Woo! I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. Woo! I want to feel what love is. Breathe it in. 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 Don't let it out with a... God, just breathe it in. As one breath. One heart. One fuck. One love. Yeah, now we can die. Right? 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 The little death. Thank you. And just like the one person with like mad love who's saying, okay, I'm going to see what happens when everyone else's eyes are closed. So that just doesn't honor everyone else. So just if you can, super gently, disidentify me with anyone in your family, an early childhood who asked you to close your eyes, making an autonomous gesture so we can all just close our eyes. And I'd like the first or second or third, right? Right, already James did an entire movement and Walter did an entire movement and Shati this morning and Claire, right? So that's just in this movement that we want to begin with today. I want to actually, if I can, share it with you as a meditation. So not to take notes on it. We can send you a transcript afterwards if you want to hold it and have it. But just kind of hear this in a different way. And I thought about early this morning whether to share this or not. It's very, very subtle. But it sets the frame for how we want to be together today and what we need to do. And one of our themes of this week, right, we're trembling with joy. That's our mood this week, right? We're trembling with joy. David, father of Solomon, Psalms, Gilu bir Ada. We're trembling with joy. We're living the dream. We're not deferring the dream. We're affirming that you can only change the world if you're willing to already live in the world that's already changed. So here we are in this magnificent palace of space. And I worked out the shower issue. And in this palace of space, in which so much magnificence, so much cosmic magnificence is woven through it. We're building together a new palace in time. And our three selves are here, our psychological self, and we're gathering all of the past as a key, and we're entering the infinity of the present. And we're called by our evolutionary unique self. We're seduced. Our second theme is seduction. We're seduced by the future itself. We're seduced by the future itself. Homo sapien, who emerges as the new human and the new humanity, is called, is seduced by the future. And we can literally hear and feel in our bodies, literally, the voices of the unborn. Millions of babies, trillions of young girls and young boys, of men and women and women and men and women, madly wanting to love each other, to make love, to touch, to feel, to create, to sing, to laugh, to dance, to sing. And they're turning to us and they're saying, you are our voice. Whether we are born or not born, only the story of your lives will tell. Whether we will be the heroes of our lives, whether our lives will even begin, depends on you being the heroes of your lives. Wow. And so today, we're going to enter deep hope. This is a day of radical optimism, radical possibility. You know, God is a bad word for lots of reasons. I think of God as the infinite intimate that holds me and lives inside of me. But if I had to define the infinite field, God is the real, the absolutely real. Reality is the same thing as God. The infinite intimate. But if I was forced to define the infinite intimate, I would say the infinite intimate is the possibility of possibility. Wow. Right? The infinite intimate is the possibility of possibility. And the same energy that moved in the first nanoseconds of the Big Bang and has unleashed a continuous, incessant creativity throughout all of the stages of matter and life and mind, the physiosphere, the biosphere, and the mindosphere, the noosphere, that same creativity is in this room. Literally, scientifically. Exterior science and interior science. That's alive in us right now. And the first thing we need to do just to begin is, and that's what music is going to open up for us, is we need to, if I would give it a phrase, we need to what would we call it? We said this morning, we need to denominalize reality. The denominalization of reality. Nominalization means a noun. We think reality is a noun. It's fixed. It's static. We live in it. That is simply a scientific mistake. Just not true. We live in reality, and literally reality lives in us. And reality is a verb. Reality is perpetual, ecstatically urgent unfolding, becoming that emerges out of the Tao, that emerges out of being, in which we directly participate. And we participate in the real. If there's any spirituality, it's a participatory spirituality. It's a participatory politics. If there's a politics of Homo Amor, it's the realization that the polis is an expression of the next unfolding of evolutionary communion that lives in us, as us, and through us. We are the possibility of possibility. And that's not, and Walter and I exchanged texts early in the morning, that's not fanciful, right? That's not a
a strange, misplaced optimism. It's actually the nature of reality. That's the grounded nature of the interior and exterior sciences. And we're going to talk today, right? This is a day of radical hope. We're going to talk about the story of the universe today. We're going to talk about what it means that we live in an intimate universe. But before that, I just want to say, it's not just we live in an intimate universe. That's a mistake. That's true, but it's a mistake because it's only half of the story. And the second half of the story is quite literally, the intimate universe lives in us. See, that's the danger of AI. The danger of artificial intelligence is that artificial intelligence goes for pure, radical, data-driven, exponentialized thought. But there's a dimension in which only when I stop thinking do I know anything. But there's a dimension of thought that it's only if I transcend it and I feel into the infinities of possibility beyond all words that I have direct access to gnosis, which is why the word know is the same as the word fuck in the original Hebrew. To know is always carnal. It's always embodied. That I stop thinking, now I know. Then I start thinking again, but a different level of thoughts. Right? Thoughts that are merged with feelings, thoughts that are music. So I want to ask you if you can, to stay with me with your eyes closed. My eyes are closed. And here I just want to share with you just a little meditation that I jotted down for you this morning about how maybe we could actually listen together today.